Hey, how's it going? Thanks for taking the time to take a look at this video. My name is Gasper Diaz, and chances are, if you're watching this video, it's because we're acquainted, we know each other, we've possibly worked together in the past, and I consider you one of my inner circle people that I want to give this information with this much detail to first, before I make it public to thousands of people's eyes and I actually have a more professional format video given out to the masses along with the money team. So feel lucky because I'm about to bring some information to you that could change your life if you make the right decision. A lot of you have heard me talking about the money team building wealth movement, right? Now, I'm gonna get into the details of what it consists of, how we're gonna be able to do this and change many, many lives. You're gonna be seeing me periodically taking a look at my computer because I have some important notes that I wanna make sure I cover and I give you guys of information that I'd wanna know if I was gonna make a decision. Okay, so with that being said, I wanna get right into it. Many ways to build wealth. One of the most highest probability ways in the world is by having great credit. It's no secret that our credit score determines more in our lives nowadays that we're adults than any three-digit number, more than any IQ, more than any SAT score, more than any score is your credit score. It impacts our lives. It makes lives much harder, much more expensive, much more neglected when we have poor credit or even no credit. Now, one of my favorite ways that I plan on with the money team in taking advantage of having great credit and building wealth in the future is in an industry that has created more millionaires than anything in the world. It's real estate. Did you know that your average person with perfect credit and a minimum wage to a very small documented income can get approved for $250,000 in a mortgage loan, in a real estate loan? Now imagine the power in having you and a group of 5, 10 friends. That's $2.5 million that you can gather in funds and lending funds and credits in the next year to year and a half that you can get into real estate, renting properties, buying and flipping houses and multifamily units, meaning apartment complexes of 15, 30 apartments that are already rented out, that you and a group of people can invest in with no money out of pocket, all thanks to great credit. So just like that, on how having perfect credit can help you build wealth, stability, finances for you and your family, having bad credit causes a lot of issues. People pay more and get less for what they have because of poor credit. It causes people to not get qualified every day to live in the neighborhoods that they would prefer to live in and raise their families because of poor credit. And we all know how much your neighborhood that you grew up in can affect you, right? Now, with great credit, you'd be able to easily have $10,000 credit card, maybe 2, 3 of them. What would that do for you if you can resort to that on emergency funds in case of an emergency? Wouldn't your life be more stress-free if you could count on that? I also recently learned, which I found very interesting, that 47% of employers are now looking at candidates' credit score and are ultimately taking in consideration to making a decision. And it makes a whole lot of sense because if you have poor credit and your credit score shows you can't manage your finances well, chances are you're not going to be able to handle the job responsibilities well. And quite the opposite, if you have an exceptional credit with a good track record, well, chances are you could handle any job. So even now, getting your right job is being affected by your credit score. Of course, there's different ways to do things, right? And fixing your credit is no different as long as you follow the main fundamentals of it, right? And what I've decided to do is go the safest, legal, most guaranteed way to increase your credit score, rebuild it, fix it, and use everyday things like groceries and gas. And I'm even gonna get to it in a second, but I'll say now, rent to increase your credit score, okay? Just like your health is important, so you go to the doctor who's a professional. Your freedom's important. You hire attorneys to represent you. Your credit score should be no different. So what I've decided to do is partner with a company called Financial Education Services. It's also known as FES because it's pretty long. So this company has been established by credit attorneys and credit professionals to pretty much help people every day rebuild their credit, wipe away as much negative things on their credit that can legally be done. There's many laws that don't allow credit bureaus to keep things on your credit for years, but because we don't know, we keep it on there and it keeps costing us more money and it stops us from what we can get. Well, this company of attorneys and professionals, they analyze your credit reports, they build cases against these 3 credit bureaus, send you documentations for you to sign and send to them to wipe away your credit as much as possible, thus increasing the score. They also help you on how to use everyday things to increase your credit score. The company's been in business for 15 years. They've helped thousands of customers be able to take away almost 1 million debts off credits. That's huge. 1 million debts off of credit. The company on top of that has had no debt and it has an A+ rating on the Better Business Bureau. If for those of you that don't know, the Better Business Bureau, the BBB, determines, it's a third-party company that determines and judges companies and rates them based on what consumers got to say in their experiences with them. And they're crediting FES A+. Okay, now, besides the credit restoral and credit building, a few of my favorite products out of their about 8-9 products are these that I'm about to mention that I love. They have credit report monitoring with a calculator, a financial calculator that you pretty much put your bills, put your income into the calculator system, and it'll tell you exactly what you have to do and how in order to not be living check to check, be able to save as much money as you may want to save. The other product that they have that I love is identity protection on an app. I love it. It pretty much notifies you right on live time to your phone if anybody's trying to use your name, your social security, date of birth, any bit of personal information that could impact your credit score. I was personally a victim of identity theft about 3 years ago, and I never thought it was going to happen to me. I just figured, nah, that doesn't really happen like that. Well, it did. And many people go through it every day, and that negatively impacts your credit score, thus making it much harder to obtain everything else that you want. Here is one of my ultimately favorite products, the rent program. We all know this. Renting does not increase your credit score if you pay your rent every month. But if you get evicted, that negatively impacts your credit score. We all know this. Well, the company with its attorneys and professionals have made it that they can enroll you into a program automatically as an FES member where your rent, which is your biggest bill for the most part, those of us that rent, our rent's our biggest bill. Every month when we pay our rent, it goes towards all 3 credit bureaus and it increases our credit score. That's huge. Imagine if every time you pay your rent, your phone, your car, gas, groceries, it helps your credit score. Imagine that. Well, that's exactly what I'm talking about. Doing things in the right way so that your credit score can go up as fast as possible, safe, legal, and guaranteed. The process, it's actually really simple. So the company enrolls you and creates your account. FES analyzes your credit report and sends you disputes letters that you're gonna sign and send out to the credit bureaus, okay? As if you're disputing them. You sign and send. That's it. It's extremely simple to be able to eliminate debts off of your credit with the right power, with the right knowledge, and with the right time. But unfortunately, many of us don't have the time, don't have the power, don't have the knowledge. I know that a lot of you see my curtains moving. You see my cat Zoe going crazy all over behind. She's even excited about the information I'm bringing, so don't mind her. Zoe's going a little crazy right now, but she's excited. But in all honesty, guys, the video's about to hit 10 minutes and I'm gonna wrap it up. If you want to get started, it's extremely simple. Looking for serious people, and you first group of people that are getting this information are extremely lucky, okay? Because thousands of people are about to get this information into their hands, and that can make you a lot of money. Now, you're gonna fall into one of either boats. For those of you that are asking the cost of exactly doing this. If you want to help others build their credit, make money off of this service as well, and have me put potential hundreds of customers under you to profit as well, the cost is going to be $288 one time and $89 a month to maintain the services, reinstating the credit and everything. If you simply want to become a customer, you're not interested in having me put customers under you and profiting off of the business aspect of restoring credit, then it's only $138 one time and $89 a month. It's less than $3 a day to guarantee you perfect credit, which guarantees you ultimately wealth, more security, more time freedom, more everything that you want with you and your family. Now, go ahead. If you saw this information, it's because we chatted a bit first and I decided to give you this information. Take advantage. Contact me as soon as you're done watching this video. Tell me, where do you land? Tell me if you have any more questions. I'll be more than happy to answer. And tell me, hey Gasper, I want to get started as an agent, profit, and see the bigger vision of this, or I just want to get started as a customer for right now, see how this goes, and maybe I'll get into an agent later or not. Either way, get back with me, and for the first 100 people that makes a decision in either or, I got a special VIP treatment for you that I've been announcing, and you're gonna get it. First 100 people. Guys, appreciate you so much for taking a look at this information. It's extremely crucial that you get right back with me. Let me know exactly which two of the boats you get into. I will help you. You'll have my personal number and information here for me to help you throughout the whole process. All right, guys, thank you so much. You have a great day.